Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan has expressed that stress-free people in this fast-paced world could be very few. The minister was speaking at the launching ceremony of State Tele-Mental Health Assistance and Networking across states, Manas, Cell, Manipur at Dr. Kamal Hall, organized by Department of Psychiatry RIAMEI today. The 24/7 mental health facility was launched with an objective of providing universal access to equitable, affordable and quality mental health care through tele-services under the National Mental Health Program NMHP. The launching program was jointly organized by NMHP, National Health Mission and Director of Health Services, Manipur. Speaking on the occasion, Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan said the COVID-19 pandemic led to rise of stress, anxiety among majority of the population. However, many fail to seek help either due to lack of awareness or as they hid the symptoms to themselves. Urging the people to consult psychiatry department when they face mental health problem, he appealed to the people to shun the misconception that psychiatry department is for the mental retarded persons. The minister also appealed to the people to call a toll-free number 1-800-891-4416 or 14416 to get help.
Psychiatric department is something that we know we can do. Stress relief all of us stress the same every profession has stress and the stress relief through a telephonic consultation, mental health.
Director of Health Services Manipur Dr. Khoiram Sasikumar Mangang, RIAMEI's Director Dr. L. Ranjit, State Mission Director NHM Manipur Dr. Somorjit Ningombam and Head of Department of Psychiatry Professor Dr. R.K. Lenin were among those who attended the program. Former Chief Minister of Manipur, Okrami Bobi, has said India is today among the most powerful countries in the world because of the tireless efforts and sacrifices of Jawaharlal Nehru. He made this statement at the observance of 133rd birth anniversary of independent India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, today at Congress Bhavan, organized by Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee, MPCC. Top leaders of MPCC and officials of its unit attended the observance. The attendees offer floral tributes to the statue of Jawaharlal Nehru as part of the observance. Speaking on the occasion, Congress leader Ibobi said the country is in the current status because of Nehru's sacrifice for the Northeast region and the country. The world is all praised for his contribution in building a new India after it was freed from the British rule. Hence, he is known as the architect of modern India, he said. Since India is a democratic country, people talk about almost any topic. However, everyone knows the truth about Jawaharlal Nehru and that Congress does not need to argue on the matter, Ibobi added.
Super power foundation Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Prime Minister Mana Thambiramba, Pibiramba, Magi contribution Mayam Aduna, Prithibi Punamakna, Mahasi, Anova Bharati, modern architecture ni Haidana, Sakanga Birivani, Mana Katok Piramba, Mana sacrifice of Viramba, Mika Pondava, superpower, Wivangam Nanaba, Haidana, Sembirambani, Haidada ID, Hyman Matokloi, Haina ID, Kande.
Taking part in the observance, President of MPCC, MLA K. Meghachandra, said the country celebrates the birth anniversary of Jawaharlal Nehru as Children's Day. He advocated for children's rights since they are the pillar of country's future. Both central and state government must respect this, Meghachandra said it.
Marui bangang singi, children singi rights singi, kuna respect awadapani, haiba, si, sahi, sam, kuntahum do suba, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ki, mapokumonyo, mari lejana, masi, malemda, angang singi, ningsing banumit, angang singi numit, haidana, UN su, hoi, pangtoi, amasung, Bharat ki, hongkudi makasu, pangtoi, iloina, Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee nasu, asi, hoi, tongan pa, Sigumba, Children Singi program, so extended program, I khara taujagani.
Additional Chief Secretary of Social Welfare P. Baifei has asserted that infrastructures will be worthless without developing proper human resources. He also said young students must work wholeheartedly to become capable person from today. If not, the future of the state will be in dire condition, he added. He said this during the state-level Children's Day celebration held today at Iboyaima Sumangila Sanglen at Palace Compound, organized by Department of Social Welfare. Additional Chief Secretary of Social Welfare P. Baifei, Joint Secretary of Social Welfare Lantan Pui Van Chong, Joint Director of Social Welfare Banti Konthausam attended the program as the Presidium members. Cultural program from students of government schools were the highlights of the observance. Department of Social Welfare presented gifts to the students of government schools on the occasion. Speaking further, P. Baifei said Children's Day is the most joyous day for both children as well as elders to reminisce their childhood. It is important to lead the students in the right path as the country's future lies in their hands. Without proper human resource, adequate infrastructure is worthless. Young students must also be aware that they are the future and must work wholeheartedly to become capable. If not, the future of the state will be in dire situation, he asserted. There are many children with disabilities who are more talented than normal children and are inspiration to many. Hence, he appealed to them to strive for success by continuing in field of their choice. Social Welfare Department plays a crucial part in a person's life, starting from the fetus till the person dies. Besides government's reservation for the differently abled, the department also provides assistance under different schemes and will work for the welfare of the people, he said. P. Baifei further sought people's support for a unified and developed state.
Manipur si chau phanan si haidi ekoi khana chau pune ya ekoi ai jai su sing angan sing se ekoi na matik chana build up do batai adu esa na khot do ba ya si angam ba pha khot na ra tungda Manipur ge role Manipur ge lai baksi ekoi na haji ko sik le ye pe hen na phana ba hen na mai pa na ba hen na chau phat na sing ge do ni hai sai ba ya thang ni
2-day annual cultural cum literary meet 2022 of Manipur University of Culture titled Iramdam Natki Asengba Saktam Inat kick-off at Maharaja Chandra Kirti Auditorium at Palace Compound today. Taking part in the inaugural event of the program, Commissioner of Art and Culture M. Joy said, culture is not just the traditional performing arts but one's lifestyle from cradle to grave encompasses culture, stating that every community needs to protect and preserve one's identity and culture. He stressed the need for elders and gurus to teach and enlighten the younger generation about one's culture and identity. The Commissioner further urged the teachers of 11 different faculties of the Varsity to help protect culture of the state by imparting invaluable knowledge about culture to the students.
Pung say the way of culture sida way of life sigi loina mak pulap yauraba samna arabada kuna ida pok padagi siba bawada any community kuding makki magi saksa yuthak phambam duga thaksi kasi mingo thago pok pasibagi sana kanglon sana bi punamak singa se koi culture da pulap yaudana lerabani aduna community kuding magna isagi culture khangba isagi nat isagi sanabi ngangla hingnabo honabada hariba community edugi magi identity edu ngangna sapagi choba thauda ngamani.
Speaking on the occasion, Vice Chancellor of Manipur University of Culture, Professor P. Gunindro said the intrinsic quality of culture of Manipur is the blend of aesthetic and ethical elements. These elements exist in every section of the state's culture, he said. Stating that the state's culture is very unique, he noted that the contribution of Manipur, which contributes only 0.37% of the total population of India in the field of culture, is huge in comparison to other states in the country. He further said that out of 455 universities in India, there are only 3 universities of culture across the country, and that one of the universities of culture is in Manipur. The Vice Chancellor also mentioned that the university is now a member of All India University, AIU.
Manipurna culture amasung sports ta tawriba khudol contribution ase leiba bharat ki ati states sina tawriba contribution sidagi ekoi se todok henna sabu contribution tawi se masi ai che na thajajabna aduna manipur culture sigi top top masa amana karino ham tamda ekoi culture si blend toiba yanjineba kari yanjinage am tamda yamna aesthetic and ethical sense ani maksi ekoi culture aspect kudimta culture element kudimta ekoi ubo phangbi other yamna unique ba aesthetic amsu ethical anisna blend toba culture amu ni ekoi culture se yamna unique oi masagi culture khangaba masagi maramda mu khangaba do mado maramda nungsibi wakhando kaidumai chu poi.
Commissioner of Art and Culture Department M. Joy, Vice Chancellor of Manipur University of Culture Professor P. Gunindro and Registrar L. Radhakanta were the chief guests, president and guest of honor of the inaugural event of the program respectively. An HIV screening camp for drivers was held at Sangai Pro FCI Godown today. The camp was organized by Global Fund for AIDS, TB, Malaria, GFATM Project, YRG Care Plant India in association with Manipur State AIDS Control Society and the All Manipur Road Transport Drivers and Motor Workers Union under one-stop center of GFATM project. Speaking on the occasion, Vice President of AMRTDMWU, Th. Nongan Jao, urged drivers of the state to avail the benefits of such initiatives taken up exclusively for the drivers. He continued that the false outlook of the people towards drivers that they must have contracted HIV can be cleared to an extent by attending such screening camps. Besides, the camp will help them in preventing themselves from HIV or AIDS, Nongan Jao said.
Masigi kudong sabas data logi rega yagadi sinausinga hadho rani sida saru abiraga yes logi rega HIV amasung hepatitis hai balaina ni sidagi kadnaba koi ki manipur da labiba sinausingi posidasu koi driver singna kudong sabadu PV rega hai ba kanusta kharaga yes hai ba ki tumam tilaga logi batti ase sim saru abiraga
Center Manager of One Stop Center, Ningthaujam Somorendro said the camp is the first program of YRG Care implemented by Global Fund under Plant India. The program is mainly focused on breech population, particularly drivers and migrants. The Manipur State AIDS Control Society, in association with the Drivers Union, will also continue to work towards making the program successful, he said. Somorendro further informed that there is also plan to organize a mass awareness program with the objective of making the initiative successful on the occasion of Drivers' Day on January 14. The program will now raise awareness on HIV among the drivers but will also encourage them to voluntarily come forward for the screening, he said.
HIV testing plus awareness program no makoi hapjaragadi kitang makhai di khara phagada HIV ki knowledge khara wat na maram moraga moida kitang voluntary tholo ko khara wa le ado hojik se adu makoi ngai adu mi khara budin tawdi ado ngangna bud kitang wa boy moida yobiu haibda ki buni khangde amani khangde moi risk chalu budu moida kitang pakat pani khangde mai to boy knowledge si kitang pi bang amna ba khoi dum best level da khonaraga khoi si ge awareness program si tawragadi hena khoi gi thabuk changthan su kitang mai pakatra na khanje.
Locals of Bihonvang village along Jiriti Paimuk Road have drawn the attention of the authority concerned to look into the dilapidated condition of breach number 3 at Pailianthang Bazaar. According to the locals, the breach number 3 at Pailianthang Bazaar near Bihonvang village along the Jiriti Paimuk Road is in need of repair as the sheets of iron is unable to bear the weight of both light and heavy loaded vehicles. Even after the repavement of various roads by the government, the condition of Jiriti Paimuk Road remains the same. The breach is the lifeline of more than 30,000 people of Boro Bekra Barak Circle area and Bangai Range in Ferzol district. Hundreds of students and vehicles commute through this frightful breach every day as there is no alternative road, they said. The locals appeal to the authority concerned to look into the damaged breach and road of this locality at the earliest.
Chahi kaja usukre sina kaisu todre noina sembidre ekhoi kanmai na chatkani iskun chat ba angang sing su ware aba se khoi gi Pailianthang Bazaar gi manak da thong do noina u hodre ekhoi chaningai thakningai thina ba gari chatna ba wahalle बाजार दा चट बाजार दे नोई ताबी दे नोई खानबी दे
Children's Day celebration cum prize distribution program was held at St. Dominic School at Paitol Village in Tamenglong district today. ADC Jirubam, Jamson Hang Singh, Reverend Father of the school George Paite and President of Women's Society Paitol Elizabeth Nai Chong Khong Sai were the presidium members at the program. Prizes were distributed to the winners of Annual Sports Meet 2022 on the occasion. Speaking at the event, Reverend Father George Paite gave his best wishes to the children on the occasion of Children's Day. Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Welcome you all to UNACO School Channel Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational residential school located on a sprawling 50 acres campus just 24 km away from Imphal city. The school will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Academic session will begin on 1st April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Registration come admission open for 2023 and 24 session. Welcome you all to UNACO School Channel Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational residential.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said he will hold extensive discussions with G20 leaders in Bali on key challenges such as reviving global growth, ensuring food and energy security, and addressing issues relating to health and digital transformation. In a statement ahead of his visit to Bali for the G20 Leaders Summit, PM Modi said he will also highlight India's achievements and its unwavering commitment to collectively address key global issues. Prime Minister Modi is traveling to the Indonesian city today afternoon on a 3-day visit to participate in the summit that is expected to discuss pressing global challenges, including implications of the Ukraine conflict, especially in areas of food and energy security. The summit is set to be attended by Chinese President Xi Jinping, US President Joe Biden, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, and French President Emmanuel Macron, among others. Prime Minister Modi also said that during the Bali summit, he will have extensive discussions with other G20 leaders on key issues of global concerns such as reviving global growth, food and energy security, environment, health and digital transformation. The Prime Minister also referred to India's upcoming presidency of the G20 grouping. Prime Minister Modi added that India's G20 presidency will be grounded in the theme Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or One Earth, One Family, One Future. The Bharatiya Janata Party BJP has released its second list of 18 candidates for the December 4 civic polls in the city. Earlier on Saturday, the party withheld names on 18 seats while it released the first list of candidates on 232 seats. As per reports, the names of the BJP candidates were decided after going through a screening process after BJP's Delhi unit was flooded with around 15,000 probable candidates seeking a ticket, with at least 3 aspirants vying for a seat. The total number of civic wards in the national capital was reduced from 272 to 250 following a notification issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs. The nomination process for the polls is already underway. November 14 is the last date for filing nominations, and the scrutiny of forms will take place on November 16. The last date for withdrawal of nomination is November 19. Notably, the BJP has governed the civic bodies since 2007. The counting of votes will be done on December 7. The Canadian Armed Forces CAF have announced that permanent residents, which includes a large number of Indians, will now be allowed to enlist as the military struggles with low recruitment levels, according to a media report. The move also comes 5 years after the Royal Canadian Mounted Police RCMP announced that they are changing their outdated recruitment process, means allowing permanent residents who have lived in Canada for 10 years to apply. Permanent residents were previously only eligible under the Skilled Military Foreign Applicant SMFA entry program, which was open for individuals. The CAF sounded an alarm in September over a severe shortage of recruits to fill thousands of vacant positions, meeting about half the number of applicants it needs per month to meet the goal of adding 5,900 members this year. The Congress Task Force meeting on the 2024 Lok Sabha election is underway at 15 GRG Congress War Room in New Delhi under new party chief Mallikarjun Kharge. This is the Task Force first meeting after Kharge took charge as President of Congress. Members of the Task Force, which include P. Chidambaram, Mukul Wasnik, Jairam Ramesh, K.C. Venugopal, Ajay McCain, Randeep Surjewala, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Sunil Kanugolu arrive at 15 GRG Congress War Room for the meeting. Congress has constituted a Task Force 2024 for the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. Each member of the task force were to assign specific tasks related to organization, communications and media outreach, finance and election management. Indian National Congress (INC) and its allies, who only won 44 seats in 2014, put up a stronger fight in 2019 with 53 seats but were unable to make any meaningful gains. Earlier, leaders like Sharad Pawar, Mamata Banerjee and Telangana Rashtra Samiti, renamed Bharat Rashtra Samiti. President K. Chandrasekhar Rao have attempted opposition unity but got no result. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee today said a conspiracy is being hatched against the state and the ruling TMC is being defamed as a part of the exercise. Amid the arrest of senior party leaders in grave cases, the TMC chief said those who have committed mistakes should be given a chance to rectify this. At a program in Kolkata, she said that a conspiracy is being hatched against the state and a malicious campaign has been unleashed against the government, and the TMC is a part of it. She also added that if a person has committed any mistake, one should be given a chance to rectify those mistakes, and if someone got involved in any wrongdoing, the law will take its own course. India reported a single-day rise of 547 new COVID-19 cases, with only one death, the lowest since April 8, 2020. This took the tally of the infection in the country to 4.46 crore, according to the data updated by Union Health Ministry. The count of active cases has fallen below 10,000 for the first time since April 2020, while the toll due to the disease has climbed to 5.30 lakh. The active cases, however, comprise 0.02% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate has increased to 98.79%, according to the Health Ministry. The count of active COVID-19 cases now stands at 9,468. A decrease of 2,839 cases has also been recorded in the active COVID-19 caseload in a span of 24 hours, the data showed. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has surged to 4.41 crore, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.19%. On the other hand, according to the ministry, 219.80 crore doses of vaccines have been administered in the country under the nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive. The European Union was to add around 30 senior Iranian officials and government bodies to its sanctioned blacklist Monday in response to a hardening crackdown on protests rocking the country. Foreign ministers from the bloc were meeting in Brussels and expected to sign off on the move shortly after Tehran issued its first death sentences over the demonstrations. The EU Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell said that today they are going to approve another package of sanctions against the people responsible for the repression of the demonstrators. Last month, the bloc hit Iran's morality police, Revolutionary Guard and IT minister with asset freezes and visa bans, citing attempts to crush protests over the death of Mahsa Amini. Ministers were also set to discuss Iran's delivery to Russia of kamikaze drones that have been used to strike civilian energy infrastructure in Ukraine. The bloc has already slapped assets freezes and visa bans on Iran's drone maker and 3 top military officials over the supplies. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.